welcome to a new episode of Real People Off the Record. How's it going, everybody? What's good?
What up? What up?
We got Jay just chilling. Then we got Show.
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
You already know. Normal day in the regular people life.
I call it real people. Real people life.
Same thing.
All right, whatever. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
That's right.
All right, Jay. Who we got on the show today?
Today we got a great artist coming out from New York, Kamos.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling?
Good. What's good?
Man, everything blessed, man. Everything blessed.
Amen.
That's what's up. So, tell our audience, a little bit about yourself and how you got started.
Well, I'm Kamos. I'm a rapper, producer from New York. I've been making music pretty much all my life, since the age of 3.
Nice.
Started rapping at the around age of 7, 8. And, off and on. Probably got serious around 2014. I've just been going, producing for other people, rapping for myself, and just really trying to just build my career right now.
Oh, that's what's up. So, what was your first? Did you have a drum machine when you were a kid? Like, did your dad give you something?
Yeah. Well, when I was about maybe 9 years old, my dad really turned the whole bedroom into a studio. So that's when I had my MPC, my street box, and I had like a electric drum machine.
Nice.
I could play the drums and the keyboard, all going through a 4-track. It was crazy at the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you do it MIDI, or did you go to a regular PC, or were you
Yeah,
Apple boy?
I was a PC at the time.
All right. You an Apple boy now, though?
Yeah, I'm an Apple boy, fully, everything.
I feel that. I can't afford Apple. It's too rich for my blood. But yeah.
Word.
That Macintosh money, baby.
Right? I only dream of those days. Those days I hope will eventually come, but we'll see.
Yeah, I got an iMac, but it's from like 2006.
And he just got it this year.
That's not even a false statement, and it's brand new.
Listen, man, I had the same thing. My 2006 one died, so I had to go and get the newest one.
Yeah, it lasts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So we like to talk about originations on this show and how things get started and motivations and inspirations. A lot of shuns, but we want to know, what was your first, like when you were young? What was the first music and artist that you listened to that helped you guide yourself into this music?
I think at every age range, it was different. So when I was a kid,
it's called evolution.
Say that again?
It's called evolution. You evolve.
Yeah,
so your
exactly.
taste change, your taste generally grow, and you learn a lot more that way as well. So, continue. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Nah, you good, man. Exactly. Like when I was a kid, it was pretty much, seeing Big and Mace, in New York, seeing that type of impact, that was pretty much every New York kid. And then as I started to get older as a teenager, I started listening more to like, Fabulous and The Game, 50, Jay-Z, Nas, and those really just been like my blueprints moving forward.
Where are you from in New York?
Yeah, the Bronx.
Where in the Bronx?
Parkchester.
Hey, shout out Parkchester. Parkchester in the
Yes,
building.
Yes.
Okay. And not to get too far into your business, but how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Me? I'm 19. Nah, I'm playing.
Hey, black don't crack.
I was like, hold on, wait a minute.
You do look kind of young, but I was like, damn, that's 19 young. What?
Black don't crack, bro.
Nah, I'm 30, man.
That's 30. All right. So you're 11 years younger than me. I'm from the Bronx too.
Oh,
Hey,
fire, man. What part?
Bronx in the building.
Gun Hill Road.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
Right off of Gun Hill, 207 for Decatur.
You know exactly what I said.
Yeah, by the dead end.
Yeah, all the way in the back.
Correct. See? Anybody that know that part of the Bronx knows. You had to go there. Am I lying or not? You had to go there. If you wanted to see somebody, that's where you got to pop it. Only because.
Uh-oh.
Whoop. Froze.
Nobody to square up and do what you did. Nobody gonna break it up. No parents are gonna come outside because there's only one building there. It's by the train tracks.
I had a sneaky link that lived not too far from this. So yeah.
Oh,
We don't talk about those though.
Hey,
that's right. You
hey,
said too much already.
We don't talk about that.
So this is a real interesting episode because I actually I met my boy Kamos a long time ago, and this is actually a bit of a reunion. We actually sort of grew up together, probably from about first grade to like what, sixth grade?
First grade.
Yeah, first
Wow.
grade. Yeah, we go back, and I will say this, man. You say you started at 9. You definitely started with music way before that because I remember probably in like the second or third grade, my boy Chris came to school with 2 drumsticks, and the teacher let him beat the hell out of a textbook, and he went in and did the drumline song with the 2 drumsticks. He did the exact performance that Nick Cannon did when he showed up the other dude, and I remember that.
Yeah, that movie was life changing. I memorized every damn scene
Hell
by
yeah.
heart. So it was crazy. Yeah, man. I'm shocked you remember that, bro.
Yeah,
It's
for
crazy.
sure. I remember I remember a few things. I also kind of remember, and correct me if I'm wrong. I remember you used to drum for your church. Am I mistaken
Yeah,
there?
absolutely.
Okay, so
Oh,
yeah, the roots go deep.
Jay showing he's still young. That's what Jay's trying to flex on right
Nah, man.
yeah.
I yeah,
now.
I
I don't
fried a
remember
lot of
things
brains,
like
but
that.
So I'm glad you actually touched on drumline because on this show we also talk about movies that helped us mold and movies that helped us like culture movies and what movies that helped us in this that we enjoy that helped us understand a little bit more because it helps us understand a little bit about ourselves. So you say drumline? Do you think that was a little bit of a? You said it was a life changing. What about it helped you grow?
Um, Drumline helped me grow because like at that time there really wasn't any movies that really touched on like marching bands.
Yeah.
Especially growing up in the Bronx, you don't see stuff like that.
No.
You don't see marching bands coming down the block. So just to be able to see that HBCU culture and to see like people like me, or us
Yeah.
go to those type of schools and
Yeah.
like really just excel, that was just something I was like, yo, that's something I want to do as I get older. And
that's deep.
that's exactly what I did.
Only time you see marching bands is the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
That's
That's
right.
a
I was gonna
fact.
say it, but I didn't say it. I'm glad you did.
That's it. You got to go down to Fifth Ave. You got to go, what is it, about an hour train ride.
Hmm.
And then you got to be there super early in the morning just to get a front seat, just to see somebody that looked like you that be able to play a instrument that you could only dream of playing, but you only heard on songs or you heard as a kid, especially me being Spanish, you only heard salsa, merengue, bachata, like
Mm.
cumbia. You really didn't see too many drummers that were in church
Right.
like that. I mean, that's just my experience in the Bronx.
Shout out to the Puerto Rican parade. I did that parade 3 times, man.
Hey,
That
That's
parade
what's
is
up.
I
no
didn't even
joke.
know that.
I
I'm
was
just
I was in
saying.
it once as well.
That
Everybody's
parade-
talking right now, and sorry to get off topic. Everybody's talking about Freaknik documentary. Nobody wants there to be a Puerto Rican Day
Oh,
Parade
no.
documentary. I promise you. Yo, mama is gonna be on it. My
Yeah.
mama's not in Freaknik. My mama's not gonna be in Puerto Rican Day Parade documentary either.
Somebody
But
gonna see their
I'm
mama
just saying.
with that Puerto
It
Rican
could
flag
be.
top.
Exactly. And nobody wants the Girls Gone Wild documentary.
That's
Just saying.
yeah.
But go ahead. My bad. I got off topic.
A little bit. So, do you consider yourself like still a student of the game, of student of music? Do you still like learn a lot more? Are how much do you put yourself into learning more of your craft?
Oh man, every day.
Good.
Every day I take learning music as if it's like I'm in a master's program right now in college. Like that's how I'm looking at it right now. Like even prior to today, I was listening to Bruno's Mars on 24 Karat Gold.
Yeah. Mm,
Just influences just from hip hop. I just listen to everything.
yeah.
So
And the fact that you say you listen to Bruno Mars, bro, that shows that you're have and go ahead, Tony, put this when you edit this, put this across the street. You have an eclectic background
mhm.
with genre of music because Bruno Mars, and I will be the hot take to say this: Bruno Mars is our generation's, and I'm 41. Our generation's Prince and Michael Jackson wrapped up in one person.
Mm, I like that.
And a lot of people won't understand that until they really listen to Bruno Mars. Not hear Bruno Mars. You gotta listen to Bruno Mars.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he
Absolutely.
definitely not only as a performer, as an entertainer, but he also has just a natural way to command attention and also command what he's doing and how he's doing it. He has that presence that automatically puts a all eyes on me type of deal. And I think a lot of people don't have that in the entertainment industry at the moment. I think
I agree.
last week we were talking about who would actually unseat someone like Michael Jackson, and Bruno Mars is probably the only one that even touches coattails. Bruno Mars can actually, I think he has far reaching, but not as much as Michael was. But I think Bruno Mars still has the opportunities to him if he wants to be, of course. Sometimes you don't want to do that and be that type of person. But I think if anybody, he could get to that next level. I don't know if he wants to do it, but I think he would be the one right now that'll be able to accomplish that.
For sure. I think if
Thousand
anybody
percent.
does a Michael Jackson tribute, I think it's Bruno Mars. He's the one that'll do it the most justice.
It's
He's
either gonna be Bruno, or Chris Brown with
Chris
the
Brown.
dancing.
I
Those
might
are
even
only
throw.
two people.
I might even throw the weekend in that mix. He might.
I would
might
actually throw
Mm.
Justin Timberlake into that.
Ooh, Justin Timberlake. That's a hot take. I feel like I like JT though. I love JT.
Well, he's
I don't know
as
about
an
JT.
entertainer.
I don't know about Jay.
Yeah.
Well,
I
look,
don't know about
but you gotta look at it. Have you ever seen his shows? Have you ever seen him when he
Yes.
went solo? When he
Yes.
went solo, he realized what communities that he was able to go with. He did songs with Ti. He did songs with like
50.
50. He did song with Jay Z. Like he touches different types of music a lot more than a lot of people give him credit
Now,
for.
now is he an entertainer? We're gonna get on hot take right now.
We're okay
And
with
you
hot
could
takes.
put this.
Yeah.
Is he an entertainer or is he being a culture vulture
Ooh, that's
by
tough.
doing that?
You know,
Because
it's
I think it's
I think he's an entertainer.
is he doing it because he loves
Yes.
the music, or is he doing it because he loves the money?
I think because he loves the music. If you saw him when he was a lot younger, he was more into hip hop more than anything. He did a song with Clips. Remember he did the song with Clips back in the day. And
I
then
was
with
just about to mention.
I don't remember that.
yeah, it was Girlfriend. The song Girlfriend he did. Well, I think that was with NSYNC. But I think that was early on where he actually started touching more so into what you can't not many people can touch him in dancing or singing at this current state.
right.
Chris Brown could do the dancing with him and singing maybe, but I think Justin still has him on singing
Ooh,
personally. Like I said, I think Chris Brown is not as diverse as we're getting into music because he did songs with country songs. I'm talking about Justin Timberlake did some with country songs, hip hop, R&B, rock. I think Chris Brown, if he decide, I don't know, I'm not too much of a Chris Brown fan to understand how far he went into it, but I think Justin
Right.
Timberlake also has that opportunity to, touch as many communities as he will want to go, and I think he has more of a range, I think, in that, and I think he's very commercially accepted also as well too.
Oh, for sure. And
You-
Oh,
JT,
of course.
You
You're
don't
right.
see any bad press about him ever.
for sure. And anytime he links up with Timbo, it's guaranteed platinum. For
Yeah.
sure. It's guaranteed
Yeah,
platinum
absolutely.
track.
Or for
I agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
Guaranteed.
Absolutely. Now, being that, you were mentioning Bruno Mars being one of your inspirations, and you were listening to his album recently. What do you think that you used from listening to him that you adapted into your style?
With him, it was just more about because I was looking into like his whole creative process
Yes.
as well, going into that album, and just seeing how they went into it for like 22 months, took their time with it, made the songs, then they went back and remixed the songs. Like you even go online and find some of those rough versions of the songs, and it's just like wow,
Yeah.
you know, this song would have never been this big if had they not gone back and remixed it. So
Yep.
just looking at that creative process and then even dissecting the lyrics and seeing what emotions he put into the lyrics,
Yeah.
it's just amazing.
Now
Yeah.
you say that as far as a writer standpoint or a producer standpoint?
Good question.
Both actually because there's another part like when he's going into the album, he made sure that it sounded live. Like he went like he thought of it with the as an artist and a producer. Like that's something a lot of people don't really look at.
That's why
So,
Kanye is misjudged. But go ahead.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely, man.
And y'all know I'm not a big Kanye fan.
Me neither.
I love
He
Kanye.
looks at it from both sides.
Kanye's a genius, man.
He is.
I love Kanye for what he is, man. I mean, he's definitely done some controversial shit that
Yeah.
I can't co-sign.
Yeah, that like I said,
But,
as an artist and as an art, I can fully support it. But the person, not
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
It's just
I agree.
different. You just have to separate the art from who the person is, and I think that's what when you have to look at Kanye, I think a lot of people will do the same.
What they always say, you don't want to meet your hero
Uh-huh.
in
Yo,
Never
yeah.
meet your
something
heroes.
that you really want to do. Like
let me tell you, man. You don't want to meet your hero, man.
Oh,
Yo,
sounds like there's a
my
story
heart-
there.
My heart
yo,
is
that was
broken.
a hard take. But go ahead. I need you to tell that story on who you
Yeah,
met
yeah, we
that
gotta
you
know.
really that. Go ahead, bro.
I don't want to say who it is, but
Nah,
like,
go ahead. Nope.
Nah,
I will
it's
cut
a-
this whole live right now. You're not doing it. You gotta drop it. This is real people.
Nah, I don't want to put that.
We off
person
the
out
record
there,
though. This is
Uh,
real people off the record. Go ahead.
But
but I
This is
met
what
with
you
one of
could
my
do.
favorite rappers, and
okay.
he he has a demon with drugs, so like
Well,
you know,
Demons. Go ahead.
yeah, he's bad with drugs. I'll just put it like that, man.
yeah.
It was kind of like really.
Is it X though? For real?
Nah, nah. It was somebody still now.
Still.
It's still current.
yeah, let's not air that out. I mean, maybe off camera, but
Yeah.
just not air
Nah,
that.
I mean, I'll be 1,000% honest with you. Like I've been around certain rappers and certain producers and certain actors and certain
Yeah.
ball players,
Yep.
athletes or whatever. And Kamos might not know me personally, but y'all know my history. And when certain people are like, "Yo, I heard you, got yada yada," and I'm like, "Really? That's what you do?" Like it bothered me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, it just hit me a different way to
Yep.
see that person in that light.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like there's a comedian that died from an overdose, and I feds ain't watching.
Yeah.
It is what it is, and I'm like, dang, thank God it wasn't my stuff that put him there, but it still hits me. It still bothers me every time his videos come up on TikTok or YouTube or whatever. I'm like, man, that hits me different. You know what I mean? Because I was a part of his downfall.
Yeah.
And I really don't want to be about that life. Like again, even my wife asked me to this day, she was just like, yo, you used to be about your money so much. Would you sell to a pregnant woman? And I used to. But now I'm like, nah. Because in the Notorious movie, when Big, he was like, they're going to get it from somewhere. It might as well be me.
Yeah.
And that's the way I used to feel. But now I'm like, dang, nah, I can't do that.
Yep.
So I
times change.
understand in full perspective what you're talking about, how you feel.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like I watched this actually Fat Joe's podcast on Tidal. If you ever get a chance, I'll check it out. It's pretty dope. But he
Who?
was
I don't know that guy.
Joey Crack, Fat Joe,
I don't
and
know that guy.
Did you say that? What?
Fat Joseph. No, I'm just playing.
Look, as
Never heard of
Charlie Rock LD says, Lil Joey?
Lil Joey. Yeah, no, but
Lil Joey?
he was talking about how he would work a lot with Scott Storch back in the day, and Scott Storch was on. Scott Storch was talking about it, and I think that's the only reason I would drop names. But he was doing so much coke. He was doing coke like Tony Montana. He would buy like a whole kilo just for a studio session.
Super high.
And these guys were getting so fucked up, and it got to the point where Fat Joe had to Fat Joe, which is crazy to me because he's Joey Crack, but he was always the guy that's always concerned with everybody's health. He was the guy on top of Big Pun about his weight, and he would be on Scott Storch like, "Yo, bro, you gotta chill." And what y'all about to do? Oh, I heard you was doing Fat Joe in a sense was playing like Big Bro, according to this interview. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't there, but I just think it's real. It's crazy. All that drug use that gets thrown around and tossed around in the studio.
You know what? We grew up in an era, and my bad, Kamos, that I'm kind of like, this is supposed to be about you. So we grew up in an era where I feel that we, and when I say we, because Jay, you're not a part of this, it's me and Tone, but
that's fair.
We grew up in drug dealers' music.
Yeah. Oh, no, I mean, I did too, but yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying y'all too. I'm saying the generation after us is mumble rapping because y'all some crackhead. your parents was doing the drugs we were selling, and that's why y'all mumble rappers. I'm just saying.
That's fair, man.
Like,
that's fair.
We grew up on drug dealer music, y'all. And again, I'm not talking to the two people on here. I'm talking to everybody else.
Yep.
I grew up on drug user music. There's a difference.
Yep.
My bad. Go ahead.
That's an interesting take.
Yeah.
So Kamos, I'm curious, as a artist and a producer, you gave us one big inspiration on your artist side. Do you have like two different inspirations as far as one person that made you really want to rap, and then one person that made you really want to produce, or is it one person?
Ask him the real question. Who's his top 5 producers? Who's his top 5 MCs? Ask him the real question,
man.
Jay.
Yeah, we might as
Stop
well go
chilling,
for it all,
Jay.
right? Yeah,
Just
let's
ask
go top 5 artists, top 5 producers. If you could do that, top 3 if you have to, but top 5.
Absolutely. Top 5. I'll start with producers. Top 5 producers. Not in any particular order. I'll say Salam Remy. Yeah. Salam Remy. Havoc. From Mob Deep. Timberland. Swiss Beats.
Of course.
And if I was to go with somebody from now, I'll say either Hit Boy or Metro, one of those two.
Nice.
Yeah,
And
Metro
MCs?
Boomin doesn't trust you.
MCs, Big Nas and Ho, that's the easy 3. From New York, that's probably everybody's top 3 right there. No.
It's a good.
From my era.
No, I got it. Our
I got
top
2 of
5
those in
change,
mine.
Our top 5 changes every week.
Yeah.
So like it
It
really
does.
depends on what.
But my top 5 has always been the same. For the
Yeah, I guess.
It'll be them 3, and then I'll throw in Andre 3000.
Hmm?
I was waiting for Wayne, but go ahead.
Nah, Wayne is up there, but he's not that hot for me, man. So shout out Wayne though.
You're never getting a feature by Wayne, by the way.
Shout out Wayne. Wayne's a legend, yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna let you think about this real quick, right? So go ahead, think about your 5th. Yo, Wayne was doing a concert about 20 minutes from my crib, and now I know people in Wayne's camp, so I could have went, and backstage, whatever, bro. Standing room was $950.
Wow.
Nah.
Yeah.
And a seat on the balcony. They only have two balconies. There's 4 balconies. There's one level and then there's another level. But they were only selling those 2. Those were $1,300. Nah. Wayne, I don't know what you made off of that, but I'm letting you know you're dirty for that. But go ahead. Who's your 5th?
My fifth, I'll say Most Def.
Nice.
Ooh,
Nice.
I like this guy.
Most Def.
I like Kamos. Kamos is weird.
Nice.
Most Def. Doesn't he go by something else now? If I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, Yusuf.
The whole name that he uses, but
What is it again? Say it one more time.
Yusuf
Yusuf.
something I can't remember off the top.
I
Okay,
can't remember off
yeah,
the top.
yeah.
It's
Huh.
Yusuf something.
Interesting.
Shouts out Most Def, because
Most Def
that
is
other
ill,
name's
yeah.
a mouthful.
Did your top 5 change this week?
Mine
Yep.
never changed.
Ah. I'm
I
pretty-
mean, the last like 2 or 1 might change, but it's always like
yeah,
Who is it?
me.
Air pun.
Alright.
Air pun.
So pun is always on my top 5, and the only reason is it's not because of anything else, but a lot of people think because I'm Puerto Rican that I have to put pun on my top 5. No, that's not the reason. If you really listen to his stuff, he is crazy with the wordplay. He
Yep.
is
Absolutely.
super dope with how he put words together that you wouldn't like. Dead in the middle of Little Italy, little did they know that every red minute didn't do diddly. Like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people, I got almost 1 million views on that TikTok when I broke it down because I was there when he said it.
Mm.
And everybody's like, no, he said this. And I'm like, bro, you can't tell me what he said if I saw the paper. Like, stop it. Like, what are you gonna tell me? But it's always pun, hove, Karis, Nas, and then it's like that last person is always a variable because everybody thinks I always think about New York, but the hot topic that everybody talks about me on is Tupac is not even my top 25.
Listen, I hear you on that. I hear you.
Because I
rough.
always felt like Pac is just a workhorse. He did so much in the little bit of time that he had that he made you believe he was great. And that's my take on it. But everybody wants to, like, oh, shout out. I wanted to do this in the beginning of the show. Today is Guru's passing. He's passed away, I think, 13 years. So shout out to Guru and his passing. But yeah.
Rest in peace, Guru.
Yes, sir. But like now, you mentioned Drumline, and I thought Jay was gonna get on this, or Tony was gonna get on this. So, what is your top 5 movies that are culture movies, whether it be about hip hop or just in the culture in general?
Like culture as in like just music or just in general.
If you want to do like a top 5, because I think last guest we had a top 5 movie soundtrack, and then we had top 5 movies.
No, we didn't have a top 5. We just did.
Yeah, we did a favorite.
We just a favorite one. We just did one.
Okay, so go ahead. Top 5 movies. Period.
Top 5
Culture movies.
Culture
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
I would have.
You can't say shots.
Yeah,
Everybody on our Instagram was like, I should have said shots. No, you shouldn't have. Shots don't belong there. Okay.
Shout out to Fire. Shouts out to Skinny DJ Khaled.
Facts. Facts, man. Drumline is dope, but it's not up there though. It was definitely impactful, but it's not up there. For me, it would be more of Belly.
Oh, we gotta take Belly off the list
Always
next week.
Belly.
We gotta take
Always
Belly off the list next week.
Why?
We got Belly 5 for 5, 4 for 4, whatever we're at now.
Belly is always there.
Belly, shouts out to everybody who had hands in Belly.
Belly was fire, man.
Yeah.
It's that movie.
Especially me as a kid, I'm like, man, this is crazy.
Yep.
I actually bought just the LED lights for the house just to have that type of entrance when I walk in. Like,
Yo. Yo, who said it? Was it Stino or homeboy from last week? They were like, "Yo,
Oh, that was 3 the rapper, yeah.
Yeah, it was 3.
yeah." He was like,
He
"Yo,
wants
I
to do a
bought,
music
I
video.
bought the lights, and I was just listening to it. This is what I wanted." I was like, "No, extra."
nah, man, it's fire, man.
Oh
Nah, Belly. Get Rich Die Trying.
Ooh,
It's that movie
Yeah,
right there.
that was the first time we've heard that on this show.
Yep.
yeah, it's a fire movie. Pursuit of Happiness counts.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll take it.
Yeah, Pursuit of Happiness. Oh, I gotta finish with The Matrix.
Oh, interesting.
Which
The
one?
whole series.
The whole
The
series.
Okay.
The whole series.
Damn, all three of them.
Why do you say that then?
I feel like depending on how you look at the Matrix,
Yep.
it's in so many different aspects. It can touch on so many different things in life.
I agree. I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a
So
giant
if you
metaphor.
look, if you're looking at it just as in business, you're gonna get something from it. If you're looking at it as in life, you're gonna get something from it. So the Matrix, I could sit there and watch Matrix for the whole weekend and find a whole new perspective each time.
So I have a question. Why aren't you going to 420 tomorrow? Because you're thinking on a whole new level. Why isn't he, Jay, a part of the 420 Fest tomorrow?
Oh, Smoke Fest? Yeah, it's a Lakeland event. You know, we would have loved to have Kamos in the building. You know what I mean?
Bro,
But
he's thinking on a whole new level. Shout out to the Bronx. You know
Shout
what
out
we
to the
do in the Bronx? We don't even need to smoke to think on a whole new level. But go ahead.
I'm a thinker, bro.
Now, do you think you're plugged into the Matrix right now?
Man, absolutely, man. Like, it's a lot of things going on right now.
Yeah.
You know, especially just looking at music. Yeah, there's a matrix in music.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's, it's, it's scary. It's scary, and at the same time, you just gotta watch how you move.
I agree. A lot of coincidences too.
Absolutely.
yeah, the metaverse is crazy. Before you know, we'll be buying digital real estate and paying digital rent and making digital
Wait,
money.
you're not buying digital real estate now?
Heck no, man. I ain't even. I just bought real estate. Man. I'm
I'm
catching up.
I'm letting you know right now. I have digital real estate, and it makes me real cash.
Yeah, that's what they say. Because you know, it's like my son was playing Roblox, and Roblox is wild. It's like the Matrix in itself. It's a whole world in there. You could buy. These people they set up a Gucci shop for like a week in Roblox where they sold limited edition Gucci purses. Right after the sale went over, you could resell this Gucci purse on Roblox, this digital purse, not even a real
It's
thing,
crazy.
and you could resell it for like $1,300. It probably costs $50 to buy.
Wow.
Just for Roblox, Gary. This is the metaverse, bro. This is where we're at with it. It's nuts.
Roblox-
Neo
Roblox is
tried to
fire.
warn us. Neo tried to warn us about this.
Yep. I'm like, I need
Roblox
to
is
find
fire,
Roblox
man.
Canal Street or something because this is crazy.
So
You got
I'm
it.
if you're spitting and you can work with any producer, who would it be? Now on the flip side, if you're producing and you can work with any artist that's gonna spit over your beat, who would it
Start producing first. That's easy. Producing, I definitely want to work with Nas. I definitely want to work with I'll work with Drake. I think I could give Drake something crazy. Um, Pusha T, work with Pusha T, Rick Ross, and Cole, J Cole.
That's a solid
Okay.
list.
be? That's a
You know.
crazy list.
Yeah, man, that's easy. I got something ready for them right now. You know what I'm saying? But
Yo,
Oops.
hit up my man Kamos. He's about to put y'all on. But go ahead.
you know what I'm saying?
I need
Rapping.
5%.
Rapping wise, producers like that I would want.
Yeah.
Off the bat, Hit Boy, Metro, Salam again. Salam is underrated, yo.
Super underrated. Go ahead.
Underrated. Kanye and Swiss.
That's a solid
Okay.
list as well.
That's
Now-
a solid list.
Now, what do you think about 5 beats a day for 3 summers?
I did that.
That's
I did
Kanye.
that. Yeah, Kanye motive, like he put that out there. I feel like every producer kind of lives by that mantra. Like once you like that sets the bar, you got to do that.
5 beats a day for 3 summers.
That's actually why I took time from like just making music as a whole. I just feel like I needed to like really sit down and apply myself and just really just grind on the beat side. Like I was still writing. Like I'll still write every day. I'll wake up, write, go to sleep. Before I go to sleep, I'll write. But my priorities was really just making sure, like, making beats. Like I wasn't recording. I was just making
But
straight beats.
I feel like, and Jay might attest to this too. Like I used to write music,
Hmm.
but I every day I wake up and I could think, and literally in my dreams I can think of a couple bars, and I
Hmm.
put it in my phone, and I'm willing to go out the window and go, I can drop an album tomorrow and it will be super dope, but it will be super dope as far as lyricism,
Lyrical.
not
Yeah.
a hit as far as what a hit is today. I'll be lyrical with it. I can do the metaphors. It's not, oh, you feeling you? That a munch. Like, no, it's not gonna do that. It's not gonna hit the same. But I write almost every day because every day I'm looking and I'm like, oh, this right here, is whatever, whatever. Like I always can do that.
Right.
And you're never gonna lose that perspective, but it might not resonate with what you're trying to do today.
Exactly.
Like KRS One, was it KRS One? KRS One said, I write every day and I have a song that will body your favorite rapper to this day.
Hmm.
And he literally believes that. He will body somebody. Like I think KRS One is one of the dopest MCs alive and is super underrated, but he writes every day. So whoever's on the top list right now, whether it be Drake, Future, Wayne, whatever, KRS One has a song ready to end their career, from what he says.
Yeah.
When you're a writer, you're a writer. When
That's it.
you're, I'm gonna make my own word up right now, but when you're a baritarian, you're a baritarian. Like
Hashtag
I think
Baritarian.
that's the beautiful thing about
Horologist.
am I cutting somebody off?
No,
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 you're
you're
good.
good. My bad.
Yeah, I think that's the beautiful thing about now. Like with streaming, people can pick their preference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like if you just like the straight bar rap, you can go listen to bar rap, and I like that. Kiss and the currencies and everybody's starting to get their just due because their fan base can listen to them on the regular and don't gotta listen to the radio.
Now, do you think, um, with
So
all the
listen to
streaming,
like the whole mainstream thing now.
yeah, do you think
Go
with
ahead, you good.
do you think with the whole streaming now, do you think the industry and music choicing has got pretty much diluted, with so inundated with so much like content that it's hard for people who should be like upper echelon are not getting their due because I think you know it does dilute it and it does hurt a lot of people, especially like when you have these subpar artists getting their big ups right now, and then the people that are putting in
I'm
the real
talking
work.
about Blueface like
Shouts out Blueface.
Blue
So
face baby.
that. So my bad.
to
That was the first artist I thought was Marco.
He's not even. Uh, I can't even finish that thought. I can't even finish that
he's like
thought.
Blueface is so far out of my mind. I
Blue face
couldn't.
baby.
I couldn't even get his name out.
He almost said blue fart.
I'm like, this motherfucker.
Hey,
See
Shouts out
see
Blueface.
that's Tony Young.
So
Fuck me up.
This is what we need to put on YouTube right now. We need to put this on Instagram. This is shout out. You said subpar artist. Show said shout out to you. But go ahead.
Hashtag subpar. That's I don't even remember where I was going with that. I don't know.
My bad.
So I'll segue real quick. I had a pretty good hot take to piggyback off of what Kamo said, with all the different types of music. So I was talking with my I had a photographer come by. We did a maternity shoot, not literally on Sunday, and my boy Kevin from Trey Mafia, Snap Media, he does his thing. Shouts out to him. We'll probably have him on, if we could plan that. But he said something that was really interesting to me. He said, with all the new hip hop, because we were talking about how like I start to feel like an old head when I listen to like people like Ice Spice and stuff like that. But when you think about when rock first started, it was just rock and roll. It was just rock and roll.
Hmm.
Then after a while, you got contemporary rock, you had alternative rock,
We
you
had
had slow
blues.
rock, classic rock, blues. You know what I mean? It really subdivisions and subgenres came out, and I think that's where
Hmm.
we're at with hip hop. We've got so many different subgenres of hip hop that before you
Absolutely.
know it, within probably the next 3, 4, 5 years, it'll start to be categorized in that way. It'll be like,
Yo,
Not
can
the
I
same.
elaborate on that real quick?
yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure.
I'm glad you point that up because that's exactly where we're at right now. And I feel like it needs to be up to the labels since they're like at the top of the mainstream to like really break that up into different categories. You get what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna be a hip hop label, you should have your set of drill artists. You know what I'm saying? And you
Yep.
advertise them as the drill artists, or you have like a drill under print under your label. You get what I'm saying? So everybody know like, yo, I'm going to this label to go listen to the drill artists. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then if I'm going here, I'm going to listen to like my soulful alternative artists or types of stuff like that. Like I feel like the labels nowadays need to definitely break that up the same way they broke up rock or even pop.
Yes, but at the same time, you are putting everyone in as you're putting everybody in a category that actually doesn't promote cross music, especially when
Branded. Yeah.
because your brand might be this because they're giving you a brand of this type and this genre and this category that doesn't speak well for the people that want to work do other stuff with other people just like the Justin Timberlake's going to Clips
Right.
or like I don't think I think a lot of that will go to the wayside and I think collaborating will actually go down if you know what I mean
So
personally.
my thing is again, my age. Where did drill rap